question of our exercise number 16. In rectangle, so we have to draw rectangle. So let us draw a rectangle. Now let us read further to know the name of this rectangle. It is PQRS. So P, Q, R and S. Now they have given you further information about this rectangle. Length PQ. So what they are telling, length PQ. So where is P? Over here. Q, it is over here. It is of 7 centimeter. And length PS is of 9 centimeter. So they are talking about this. This is of 9 centimeter. And they are asking you find the length of QR. So where is QR? QR is over here. They are asking you to find the length of this segment and of segment SR. So where is SR? S is over here, R over here. So they are asking you this two length of these two segments. So first we have to copy down the information given in the question. So in quadrilateral PQRS, length of PQ is equal to 7 centimeter. Length of PS is equal to 9 centimeter. Draw curly bracket and the reason in a square bracket which is given. Now they are asking you the length of QR and segment SR. So what you have to write length of QR is equal to length of, see this is QR. So this length will be equal to this one because it is a property of rectangle that the opposite sides are equal. So the side opposite to QR is PS. Therefore length of QR is equal to length of PS. You have to write the reason in the bracket which is opposite sides of rectangle. Are equal. So this is the reason why you have written this statement which is QR is equal to PS. Now you can write as equal to and the side PS you know already it is 9 centimeter. So what you have to write instead of PS you can write 9 centimeter which resembles what? Length of QR is equal to PS where PS is equal to 9 centimeter. So ultimately length of QR is equal to 9 centimeter. Now the second question which is length of SR. So you have to copy this length of SR. Length of SR is equal to length opposite to SR which is this. It is PQ. So length of SR is equal to length of PQ. In the bracket same reason as above. So you can write opposite sides of rectangle are equal. So the same reason, if this side is equal to this side because they are opposite sides, then ultimately this side will be equal to this side because they both are also opposite sides. So that only we have mentioned over here. So instead of PQ, we know the value of PQ. What is the value of PQ? You can see in the figure it is 7 centimeter. So you have to write that only over here 7 centimeter and copy this figure, copy this length as the same here. So in the last statement you can write therefore length of the first question which is QR. Length of QR is equal to 9 centimeter and length another is SR. So length of SR is equal to over here you have said it is 7 centimeters. So that only you can copy in the last statement which is the final answer of your question. Start with the second question. Let us read the question. The diagonal AC and BD. So first what we have to do? We have to draw the diagram and then we can draw this diagram of rectangle. So what we have to draw? We have to draw a rectangle. So let us draw rectangle. This is a rectangle and the name given over here is ABCD. So this is A, B, C and D. So this is a rectangle named as ABCD. Can go anti-clockwise. Now intersects at O. So we have to, what intersects at O? Read over here, diagonal AC and BD. So we have to first draw diagonal AC, which connects from A to C, the opposite diagonals of the rectangle. So here is AC and this is BD. Where this intersects? It intersects at point O. So it is over here O. And they have given you additional information as measurement of angle CAB. Now look into the diagram. Where is CAB? So CAB. This is C, this is A and this is B. So this angle CA and B, it's equal to 25 degree. So it is 25 degree. And now what they are asking, find measure of angle DAC. Where is D? This is D, this is A and this is C. So they are asking you measurement of this angle and angle ACD. Now where is A? This is A, this is C and this is D. So and they are asking you to find the measure of this angle. This question marks you have to find and this is the information given in the question. So let us start with this question. So first we have to write in rectangle A, B, C, D. What is the given? First we have to write the given information given in the question. So we have to write measure of angle. Which angle is given? It is BAC. So measure of angle BAC is equal to 25 degree. So this is given. So you have to write in a square bracket the reason why you have written it as 25 because it is given in the question. So you have to write given. Now from this what conclusion you derive is to be written in the second line. So this is 25 degree. We know all the angles of the right angle rectangle is of 90 degree. So what is the measurement of angle A? It is 90 degree. So one part is given as 25 degree. So what is the remaining part? It is 90 minus 25. So angle CAD is equal to angle, this angle BAD, because how to find this? We have to do BAD minus BAC. So we'll get this part, this angle we'll get by subtracting angle BAC from BAD. So angle BAD minus angle BAC, which is 90 minus 25, which comes to 65 degree. So the angle CAD is equal to 65 degree. Now you got this angle, you got this angle. Now what they are asking is this angle. So in transversal, in parallel lines, you have learned that there are two parallel lines and a transversal cutting this line. So assuming AC as a transversal and AB and DC as parallel lines, the angle, the Z format, that is this Z format B, A, C and D. So what is the property of transversal? When a transversal cuts this line, the angle this property of transversal, assuming AB as a parallel line and DC as a parallel line and AC as a transversal. I'll draw it over here. This is AB, this is the transversal, and this is another parallel line which is DC. So AB is the parallel line to DC and this AC is a transversal connecting these two lines. So the property of transversal is this angle will be equal to this angle. So if this is 25 degree, this also has to be 25 degree. So given in the question, angle BAC is equal to angle, see this is B, this is A, this is C. This is a 25 degree, then angle ACD will also be 25 degree. So that only I'll write over here, angle BAC equal to angle ACD. You can write over here as 25 degree, angle BAC. These angles are also called as corresponding angles. So you can write as corresponding angles. So if this is 25 degree, this has to be 25 degree. And how did we get this? By subtracting 90 degree by 25 degree, we got this angle, because all the angles of the right angle triangle is 90 degree. So this whole angle is of 90 degree. So when this whole angle is of 90 degree, this part is 25, then what will be this part? 90 minus 25 will be that part. So it is 65 degree.
No more spending your energy and money on coaching classes or missing classes for rain, for rally, and any other nonsense. Subjects covered by multiple teachers with repeat telecasts. Doubts, concepts, applications, no problem. All explained through great and significant animation. So sit back comfortably in your home and watch Study Spectrum TV channel.
Now let us start with the fourth question. Let us read the question. The diagonal XZ and YW of the rectangle XYZW. So let us draw the rectangle. It is X, Y, Z and W. Now what they are talking about in this rectangle, what? The diagonal XZ. So where is the diagonal XZ? This is X, this is Z. So this is the diagonal X and XZ. And the other diagonal which is YW. So where is Y? WY. So where is W? Over here. Where is Y? Over here. Joining this we can form a diagonal WY. And further information, intersects in point M. So where does this both the diagonals intersect? This diagonals intersect over here. So the name of this point is M. So M. If length of XZ, where is X? This is X, this is Z. If this length is 8 centimeters, so we have to write it as like this, 8 centimeter. Means what? This XZ is of 8 centimeter. Find the length of XM. Where is X? X is over here, M is over here. This length they are asking. XM and YM. Where is Y? Y is over here and M over here. And this length. They are asking you to find XM and YM, where the length of XZ is given as 8 centimeter. So first we will copy down the information given in the question. So in rectangle, what is the name of the rectangle? XYZW. This is a rectangle. in this the length of xz is given as 8 centimeter. We'll copy down that length of xz is equal to 8 centimeter given. Now if xz is given as 8 centimeter, the length of xm will xz is given as 8 centimeter. So what is the length of xm? It will be the half of xz, because they are the equal bisectors. Equal bisectors means what? Divides into equal parts. So it is the equal bisector of both the diagonals are the equal bisectors of each other. So xz is divided equally by yw. So you can write it as length of, so xz is 8 centimeter, and so length of xm will be what? See, xm is over here, means what? It is the half part of xz. For a rectangle, the diagonals bisect each other. What is the meaning of bisect? Means cut into half. This diagonal is cut into half by the other diagonal. xm is cut into half from m by yw. So the length of xm will be half of xz. So we can write 1 by 2 into length of xz. Reason being, diagonals of rectangle are perpendicular bisectors. So what will be the length of xm? If 8 centimeter is the length of xz, xm will be half of 8. So you have to write that only, which is equal to half of 8 is equal to 4 centimeter. So copy this like that only, xm. So length of xm we got as 4 centimeter, because they are the equal divider or the bisectors of each other. So xz is divided into two equal parts. So if 8 is divided into two equal parts, what will be the length of this parts? 4 centimeter, and 4 centimeter totaling to 8 centimeter. So the answer of this is 4 centimeter. Now let us find the answer of ym. Where is y? Y is over here. Where is m? M is over here. Now look into this figure. If xz is 8 centimeter, yw will also be 8 centimeter, because both the diagonals are of equal length. So if xz is 8 centimeter, yw will also be 8 centimeter. So if both are divided equally, means that is if both the bisectors divide equally, then if this is 4 centimeter, this has to be 4 centimeter, and this if yw is 8 centimeter, the half part of 8 will be 4 centimeter. So this also has to be 4 centimeter. We should represent it like this: length of yw equal to length of, see, this is yw, this is equal to xz. So that only xz. Why they are both are equal? Because the diagonals of the rectangle are equal. So the reason diagonal of rectangle are equal. So this both are equal. So now what we have to say? So this is equal to 8 centimeter, that you have to write. If this is yw is equal to 8 centimeter, then what is the length of ym? It will be 4 centimeter, because they are the perpendicular bisectors. Bisector means what? Divide from middle. So if this is 8 centimeter, m is dividing into half, then the half part will be how much? It will be half of 8 only, na? because ym is the half part of yw. If yw is 8, then ym should be 4 centimeter. So that only we are writing length of ym is equal to half of ym, length of ym is equal to half of yw. So length of ym is equal to half of length of yw. So we have to write it like this: half into 8 centimeter, which comes to 4 centimeter. So this is also 4 centimeter and this is also 4 centimeter. The reason for this is, if this is 8 centimeter and n is dividing this 8 centimeter into half, so 8 ka half is what? 4. So this comes to 4. Same with this. If this is 8 centimeter, this also has to be same 8 centimeter, because the diagonals of the rectangle are equal. Equal means what? If this is 8 centimeter, this is also 8 centimeter. So now this is also 8 centimeter and m divides this segment yw equally, means half. So m is dividing this segment of 8 centimeter into half. So if this is 8 centimeter, the half part will be how much? 8 ka half, which is 4. So this is also 4, this is also 4, and this is given as 8 centimeter. So clear with this question? The fifth question. In this question, it is given that in quadrilateral LMNP. So see, there is no, they have not mentioned which type of this quadrilateral is. Means it is a square, rectangle, rhombus or a parallelogram. It is not given in the question. So let us read the question further before drawing this diagram, because we cannot draw the diagram without knowing which type of quadrilateral it is. The information further says that measure of angle L. The L, this angle is of 90 degree. See over here. What they are saying is L, M and N. All these three angles are of 90 degree. Okay, and they are asking you to find the measure of this last angle, which is P. They have given that these three angles are of 90 degree, but P you have to find. What is the measure of that angle? Now, before this, I would like to tell you that a quadrilateral, suppose this is a quadrilateral, the measure of all the angles should be 360 degree. Getting? So this, all the summation of all this angle should be 360 degree. So angle L plus angle M plus angle N plus angle P should be 360 degree. Now look over here, they have already given that angle L is 90 degree. So 90 plus angle M is also 90 degree. So 90 plus angle N is given as 90 degree. So 90 plus angle P we don't know. So we will write angle P is equal to 360 degree. Now add this, what you get? It is 270. So 270 plus angle P equals to 360 degree. Now we have to find the measure of angle P. So keeping this on right hand side and shifting 270 to the left hand side, it will be like this. Angle P is equal to 360 degree minus 270 degree, which comes to 90 degree. So now you got the angle P as 90 degree. Means what? Angle M is of 90 degree. Angle L is of 90 degree. Angle N is of 90 degree. And you have found angle P also as 90 degree. Means what? All the angles, angle L, angle M, angle N and angle P, all the four angles are of 90 degree. Now tell me the quadrilaterals which have all these four angles as 90 degree. Yes, it is a rectangle and also a square. So they are asking you to find the type of the quadrilateral LMNP. So it can be a rectangle as well as a square, as there is no mention of sides. If they would have told that the two sides are the opposite sides are only equal, then it would be a rectangle. If opposite sides are equal, and if they would have mentioned that all the sides are equal, that is something like this, then it would be a square. But they have not mentioned anything, so you have to write both rectangle and a square, because both these quadrilaterals have all the angles as 90 degree. See, the main difference between a rectangle and a square is that in rectangle the lengths are longer than the breadths, whereas in square all the sides are equal. So this is only the main difference, nothing else. So they have not mentioned about the sides, means what? Both this have 90 degree. So the answer would be rectangle as well as a square, because both these quadrilaterals have all the angles of 90 degree. So they have only asked if all the angles are of 90 degree, which type of a quadrilateral it is. So you have to write both rectangle and a square. And the measure of angle P is what? 90 degree. So you have to write your answer like this. With exercise number 17, let us read the question number 2. The diagonals segment XZ and YW of the rhombus. So what we have to draw? We have to draw a rhombus. So let us draw first a rhombus. Okay, imagine a rhombus. The two breadths are slant, whereas the lengths are parallel to each other straight, like this. And what is the name of the rhombus given? It is XYZW. So X, Y, Z and W. You can also write it anti-clockwise. Intersects at P. What intersects at P? It is given in the first sentence. Diagonal segment XZ. So where is X? X is over here. Z is over here. So joining this we get a diagonal XZ. And diagonal XZ and diagonal YW. So where is Y? Where Y is over here. W is over here. Joining this both we get a diagonal YW. And this both diagonals intersect at point P. So what is the name of this point? This is the point P. If length of XP, where is X? This is X, okay? And this is P. The midpoint of XZ is P. This is of 8 cm. So this is of 8 cm. I have represented in the diagram. It is given in the question. And they are asking you to find the length of XZ. Now where is X? X is over here. And Z is over here. They are asking you to find the length of this whole segment XZ. Whereas they have given you the half part of it, which is XP as 8 cm. Remembering the properties of rhombus. What is a rhombus? The diagonals of the rhombus are not equal in length. It is for square and rectangle that the diagonals are equal. Over here, this diagonal is greater than this diagonal. Okay, so diagonals are not equal, but the bisecting where both the diagonals intersect, the intersection point. This intersection points divide this diagonal into half. So this is a diagonal XZ in which this P is dividing this segment into half. So if half part is 8 cm, what will be the full part? If I say you that half of a number is 8, then what is the full number? What you will do? You will multiply it by 2 or you add it 2 times. So if you add it 2 times, what will be the answer? 8 plus 8 would be 16. Or else you can multiply it by 2. 8 into 2, which is equal to 16. So the answer first you have to draw a rough diagram. First you have to read the question, understand which type of a quadrilateral it is, draw a quadrilateral, name the quadrilateral, put the additional information as it is given over here that XP is of 8 cm. So I have put that in the diagram, 8 cm. Now what you have to do, what they are asking, you have to see what they are asking. Don't give extra knowledge, what is a rhombus and all that. What they are asking to be point to point answer should be there. They are expecting what they have asked, that only, that's it. So if they are asking you XZ, so you have to try to find XZ. So first what you have to say that xp is the half part of xz. So half part of xz means what? It will be half of xz. So if half of xz is 8 centimeter, what will be the full part? So by adding this 2 times, 8 को 2 बार add करोगे. If this is 8 centimeter, this is also 8 centimeter. To find xz, you have to add 8 centimeter and 8 centimeter to get 16. Means what? Xz is of 18 centimeter. Or else what you can do is, if this is 8, you can multiply it by 2 because it is 2 times. If this is half, this is full. So what? Multiplying it by 2, you get it as 16. And now I'll show you, if you when you get the answer now you have to just present it in the form in a proper format to please the examiner. How to present it, I'll show you. First you have to write in quadrilateral x, y, z and w. Okay, this is a quadrilateral x, y, z, w. You can write in the bracket rhombus. After writing a rhombus, now extra information what they have given, that you have to copy it down. They have given as xp as 8 centimeters. So length of xp is equal to 8 centimeter. So this information is also given. Now you have to write xz. So how to write it? Length of xz is equal to length of xp plus length of, see this is xp, so length of xp plus length of pz. You have to write that. Length of xp plus length of pz. Now in the question it is given as length of xp is equal to 8 centimeter. So you can copy it down 8 and you can also write as 8 centimeter. And in the reason you can write length of xp is equal to length of pz. Length of xp, this xp is equal to pz, and further you can write diagonals bisect each other. So what? This length is equal to this length. Why? Because the diagonals are the bisectors of each other. Means what? It divides into equal part. So that you have told this is equal to this because the diagonals are the bisectors of each other. So this 8 plus 8 will come to 16 centimeter. And the length of xz, this xz is equal to 16 centimeter. So clear with this question?